Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. Today we have things a little bit different than usual. Today we have updated our overlay just a little bit, so that way you guys get the full experience of what the Nuzlocke is like. Big thanks to MVF for all of the new upgrades that we have today. You aren't going to see all of them immediately until we at least pick up a Pokemon and go into battle, but as you can see up top over there, we have the level cap, and it has been adjusted for the Kaizo plus 50%. The growth rate, I can change it. As you can see on the card, it says what the growth rate is. I can change it, so we know exactly how close we are to the next level up. We can, instead of having a reset counter, we can just have a death counter. I can adjust it, as you can see, but the moment my Pokemon faints, it should just go up by 1. So no more clicking R and it will just go up. The bottom part with the team of Pokemon, you're not really going to get to see a whole lot from the team, since this isn't really a run where you pick up a lot of Pokemon, but for future runs, you'll definitely see some upgrades there. But it looks cooler at the very least. So those are just a few of the additions. Obviously, there are plenty of just little visual upgrades that you'll be able to kind of tell. Another thing is we have added the feature that many of you may probably think is very controversial, including myself. Under power, we've officially gone to the dark side. If Scott and everybody else are going to start using the Pokemon XP router, where it tells you exactly how much damage you're going to do, at least for the second runs, this run is really hard, since I'm not going to be able to be a higher level than the opponent. I think it's only fair that everything is just kind of on the table. I think I've watched a person do a Kaizo in the past, and they literally Googled the stats. They Googled their Pokemon's move, the opponent's, Pokemon, and they just manually calculated the damage range on their own. This will just save me a lot of time and effort by doing that. Plus, this challenge is going to be really hard, so it would be in everybody's best interest if we knew how much damage we were going to do and how much damage the opponent was going to do. I would not do this for a normal run. I'm only doing this for this run because this run is really hard, or gonna be really hard, I assume. For my other runs on the channel, I do not plan on having the damage calculation on the screen, but I can always turn it on and off. So I think that's it for changes for the most part. I think we're probably ready to get started. As you guys may have figured out from the thumbnail, our first Pokemon is ironically going to be Caterpie, the worst version of the Pokemon we did we had at the start of the last Kaizo. I just found that hilarious. Well, let's go ahead and get started. All right, I think we're ready to go. Starter timer. First item is a nugget. Okay, well, that's kind of useless considering the only items we can buy are repels and pokeballs. All right, and our first Pokemon is Caterpie. We are going to go with the patented nickname that I like to go with for every Pokemon that pretty much can't win. Oh, the opponent's got a Hitmonlee. Great. So, great. All right, just give me a second. All right, welcome everybody on the vertical stream. Very sorry that I did not start the stream earlier. You guys kind of missed the game. Well, really, you haven't missed any gameplay, but you did miss me going over the changes to my overlay, the changes to the rule set, and just kind of the overall vibe changes of the run. But for the most point, just the gist of it is we now have a level cap. We can't just train on all the trainers like we did last week. And there are no wild Pokemon battles as you guys saw last week. So really, it's going to be quite a difficult run. Because it's so difficult, I have enabled one setting. A lot of other people who have done runs like this, they kind of just do this by default, by just Googling it themselves because they know the damage calculation. I'm just going to have the overlay do it. So if you check power, you can see how much damage we're going to do. And this is going to matter because, for instance, level 21. If we get to Brock and his strongest Pokemon's level 21 and my Pokemon, let's say level 19, it's going to be extremely important to know exactly how much damage. It maybe not me per se. I pretty much know what I'm going to do, but knowing what the opponent's going to be able to do, it's definitely quite a benefit on my end. I do not condone this. I would not do this on normal runs. Definitely not for future runs, but because this is an extremely difficult challenge, I will be doing damage ranges for this run specifically. But I do plan on turning it off for all of the other little challenges on my channel. Anyways, hey, look, we survived. Perfect. Oh boy. Oh my god, only 18 more of those. Oh my god, I missed a tackle. Fantastic. All right. Well, we've got our first loss, and as you guys can see, the overlay already has a death on the death counter over there on the right side. It is the Marowak skull. So I'm going to go ahead and click R, which does not make the Marowak skull go up. And now we're going to go ahead and pick our second Pokemon for the run. Yeah, we were pretty sure Caterpie was not going to beat a Hitmonlee. But, the rules say you got to always try. Anyways, good to see everybody. Good to have you here. I just now realized I do not have the comment section open. I knew I had forgotten something when I started this run, or when I started today's stream. So let me go ahead and pull up the comment section real quick. Oh god, I see a lot of commenters. Holy. Well, you guys were probably wondering why you were ignored, and that is because I straight up did not have the comment section open. But thank you, Cody, Mobile Gaming Chronicles, and Speed for sticking around for the not great start I had, but glad you were able to stick around nonetheless. Let me just catch up on chat. Liking the overlay tweaks, thank you. Have lunch so I can hang in for an hour. Yeah, well, hardcore is definitely going to be difficult. I agree. They all have spreadsheets for the stats and whatnot. So yeah, mine's just visual automatically. I'm good with that. If anybody is disappointed with this, I just want you to know. Oh wait, we already did that one. Oh nice. Lapras, sweet. And we will go with you're our swimming icon, so we're gonna call you Swimmer. All right. But anyways, if you guys are pissed, I agree. It's not the greatest. Look at this. Caterpie can do 3 to 4 damage to me. That's interesting. I don't need to know how much damage I'm doing for Caterpie here, but it's still interesting nonetheless. All right, so no wild Pokemon training here. Drill, that would have been interesting. Oh well. Oh wait, I can still swap Pokemon if I want. I do have that option, although Lapras is a pretty solid option. As you can see, the Lapras moveset is on the right side of the screen. So after defeating Brock, we get a TM that is on that moveset. We can learn it. Interesting. I was looking over that moveset for a moment, And I'm like, Lapras can learn Horn Drill and Psywave. That's interesting. That feels wrong. And Solar Beam? The guy who filled in the information, you know, he did it pretty quickly. Would not shock me if that is a moveset for somebody else or some other Pokemon. I'll probably double check if the TM that I get from Brock is useful online, just in case. The rest of the moves look pretty accurate. It's not like we learned Fire Blast, so I mean, maybe it's pretty accurate. Okay, so first trainer. Let's see how this goes. This one is definitely the hardest one of the run because this is the one where you get the bulk of your experience. All right, I'm just curious. How much of a damage decrease does one Growl do? So it goes from 5 to 6 and 7 to 9 to -2 and -2. That actually looks pretty good. Okay, but it's still a lot. Okay, well, unfortunate. And we've got 2 deaths on our death counter now. And we kind of already know what Pokemon we're going to get next. Hitmonlee. Not sure how Hitmonlee is gonna fare against Lapras. Especially since Lapras pretty much only has one move, Water Gun, and it's gonna do a lot to Hitmonlee and its 35 special defense. All right, you are Kicker. God, I feel like Speed right now. My nicknames, they're just like when Speed comments on the stream for which nicknames I should select. Okay, so 14 to 17 damage. Oh my God, I'm gonna get 2-shot. Oh my. This actually appears impossible. How many ROMs do I have? I have 20 ready for today. Oh my God, I won. I literally cannot believe what I just witnessed. How in the world? That thing literally could do 14 damage per attack. That was nuts. Okay. And because it was a Lapras, Lapras gives some of the higher XP yields in the game. So we're already level 9. As you guys may have noticed, when we defeated the Caterpie with Lapras, we were only level 6. So we're going to be literally 3 levels higher for the first trainer in the forest. And we already know that first trainer's first Pokemon is Nidorino. Oh boy, we can evolve our Pokemon with that Leaf Stone. Okay, so I do 4 to 5 damage, so that's actually 8 to 10. Okay, now I do 10 to 14. Still not a 2-shot, that means. Ooh, but his attacks now do way more. Okay. Okay, now... Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, luckily the next Pokemon is Raticate. Okay, none of Raticate's attacks can knock me out. Unless there's a crit, of course. And it looks like mine will easily knock it out in one hit. This is so cool to be able to see how much damage I do things. Like, I mean, sure you guys have seen in the past, you know, I say theoretically, this double kick should do, or this, let's say Mega Horn should do, you know, like 600 damage. Now I can actually see if it was going to do 600 damage or not. Are you only allowed, HM users, no extra Pokemon? I can, as far as I know, you can switch as many times as you want, but it would be advised against switching because at some point the wild Pokemon are always going to be lower level than the Pokemon that you currently have. Right now in the forest, there's a level 9 in here. I should have checked what the level 9 was before I started the trainer. Looks like the level 9 was probably going to be a Vaporeon, unless that was a Kakuna, but I really doubt it's Kakuna. I wonder if Arcanine is the Caterpie of this region. Since this game does a 1-for-1 swap, you just kind of have to guess what the Pokemon was swapped out for. It's starting to look like it's... Oh, I wonder what Machamp was. Since it's level 6, it wasn't Pikachu because 50% of Pikachu is only level 3 and level 5. So that means Pikachu would be level 5 or 8. So it can't be Pikachu. So this has got to be either Kakuna or Weedle. Hey Mariah, welcome to the stream. Well, I guess those hardcore Nuzlockers, you know, they didn't have a genius like I do. Okay, well, I guess Arcanine must have been the Metapod and the Vaporeon must have been the Caterpie because oh, actually no, a level 9 is still possible because there could be a level 6 Metapod. So level 6 times 1.5. The level 5 you can find a level 5 as both a Caterpie and a Metapod, but you can't find a level 6 Caterpie. So once you find the level 9, you know which one was technically the Metapod. I mean, I don't actually care, but at this point I just want to know. Judging by how many level 8 Vaporeons there are, it definitely seems like it's Vaporeon. Yeah, it's Vaporeon. Okay. Well, now we know. We could have swapped to Vaporeon if we wanted. All right. Let's go ahead and try the second trainer. Oh, boy. The second trainer has got a Tentacruel, which is not going to be great. John, I want to make this my normal time. Saturday is the only one where I'm going to do 7. Since Speed streams at 7 o'clock for like every single day, I'm pretty much just going to be committed to 5 o'clock since I can do 5 o'clock and he can't. Regardless, I don't think we're going to have any problem with Raticate or Rhyhorn. But here's the thing. Rhyhorn has Stomp with a high attack stat. Raticate has got Tackle and Quick Attack here. I probably would stand the best chance setting up as high as humanly possible before getting to the Tentacruel, because I know I'm not going to be able to do very much damage to the Tentacruel, and I really want to be able to do as much damage as humanly possible. Oh, also, guys, check out the overlay. Not for the vertical people, you can't see, but in the top right-hand section, there is a speed stat under the Pokemon. As you can see, I do not outspeed Raticate or Tentacruel, which is pretty cool. All right, so one double kick. I'm gonna go for one more meditate. Okay, tail whip. All right. The Rhyhorn was 14 to 17, so I think I probably made the right decision on setting up on the Raticate. As you can see, even with +2 attack, I'm still doing only 11 to 13. So I will two-shot this Tentacruel. Since I do not outspeed, I need him to use Supersonic. Oh my god, I leveled up mid-battle. I leveled up mid-battle, so now I am faster than this Tentacruel. So now I just need a good range. All right. All right. I forgot about the mid battle level up. That actually was clutch. All right, now it's level 9 Weedle guy, and then I think we are going to go to optional rival. This all started with an unusual defeat of Lapras. Okay, without a sand attack, this is actually not too bad. It looks like we'll two-shot Pidgeotto, even with the lowest level of the range. And it missed sand attack, so that was perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the other city since we're about to go do the optional rival. Hopefully the optional rival has a Pokemon that I can set up on reliably, because I don't think we're gonna get that kind of luck that we did last time on Lapras. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, it's an Alakazam and a Lapras. The Lapras is the easy one. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, it missed Growl. That's great. It's literally not going to get better than this. John, we've cheated and we've made power now damage. It's only going to be for this challenge and not for the other things on the run. I deem this cheating, but this challenge is going to be so hard that I don't want to go to websites and like do damage calculations. I just want to know. All right. Oh man, I really wanted to do another one. I really want to do another meditate, but I'm not sure if it's going to make a difference or not. I should just take the knockout while I can on Lapras. Okay, so Alakazam can do up to 35 damage on my Pokemon. And Alakazam has a chance of using bad attacks, although it might have good AI. So it might use Teleport or Confusion. Regardless, it looks like it's a two-shot, so I think we're good. Teleport, yes. Yes, good XP. Good XP. Yeah, it's more of a moral cheating. Like, I understand as far as comparing myself to other people who do Kaizo runs, it's not cheating, but like to my own moral sense of code, it feels like cheating. And you can still see the power in the overworld. As you can see, we have double kick of 45 power. I was worried that there was a chance of over leveling. If you guys, obviously we haven't done a lot of Nuzlockes, but in the past doing solo run Nuzlocke with a Pokemon in the medium slow level up group, you reach the level cap quite quickly, but it looks like that's not the case here. Uh-oh. Six to 8 damage, and it's got 60 HP. That's really 12 to 16 damage. That's gonna be like a 6-shot. No, thank you. All right, I went for another one. All right. So let's see. It's now 8 to 10, so that's 16 to 20. That's up, like at the very best, that's a 3-shot. I think we go one more. Oh, it got a crit. Ouch. Okay, it went Leer. I got a crit, which ironically made me do less damage. Okay, it increased its speed. And I got another crit, which ironically, once again, made me do less damage. Oh my god, it used Leer. We're still in this, somehow. Oh wait, we're allowed to use items in battle. I forgot. Oh my god, we can never heal paralysis. Oh no. Oh my god, and its scratch does 12 to 15 damage. Looks like we're gonna have to go super potion. Wait, do we outspeed? We don't outspeed right now. Okay, we gotta heal then. Growl. Growl's fine. Perfect. Okay. Okay. We still got the we got potion. We got the potion. Okay, well we're gonna do Brock while paralyzed. Fingers crossed. Oh, good. Good. Mankey, Clefairy. However, Mankey does have Karate Chop, and it is fast. Okay, let's see. If we're doing 21 to 25, that's actually a one-shot. Unless you get 21, which is literally the only thing that could not knock it out was if I got the 21 range, which I did. And it got a critical hit Karate Chop. Ouch. All right, well, we've defeated Brock. Let's see what our level cap goes up to. 32. I'm not gonna lie, that means we probably cannot do all of the trainers in the gym. Or sorry, ooh. That's actually gonna be interesting. I don't know how many trainers I'm gonna actually be able to do. Why am I buying so many Pokeballs? Everything's got a 33% catch rate, and I have a Master Ball. What am I doing? All right, Nugget, Moonstone, Leafstone, Pokeballs. Oh, let's see what TM34 has. Oh, wow. That's literally unbelievable. Literally, I did not do this. I who would have thought that? I literally have not changed any of the settings. Like, that's just coincidence. Okay, let's see. We've already healed. All right. Judging by the level cap, though, I don't think we're going to be able to battle all the trainers in Mount Moon. Well, yes. There's always a risk of ending against the ghost. There's not much we can do about that. Dang, high jump kick's got 20 power points. That's crazy. That's so high. Oh no, I hit the ground and this isn't Gen 2. So hitting the ground doesn't deal a lot of damage. For anybody that doesn't know, in Gen 1, when you fall flat on your face with a high jump kick, you take 1 damage because they coded it wrong. In Gen 2, when you miss a high jump kick, you take 25% of the damage you were going to deal. And if you were going against, let's say, I don't know, a Chansey, a missing high jump kick could kill you. All right, no ghosts? No ghosts. Oh, speaking of ghosts. Uh-oh. No. No! Random drowsy trainer! How dare you do this to me? No! Oh. No, it's not like I missed high jump kick or anything. The drowsy just hit the hypnosis and it never looked back. All right. I'm gonna hit the rest before we start the next one. Be right back. This guy had some real innocent bystander vibes. Just drowsy, just standing there menacingly, deciding to use hypnosis. All right, let's go get ourselves another ROM. All right, let's go delete ROM 1. We've now done all 3 Pokemon. All right, ROM 2. Refresh the mapper. All right, now refresh the overlay. All right, let's see how close this is. Hopefully everything just works. Okay, as kind of expected, I have to manually put the resets in there. That's unfortunate. I'll have to do that after every time we play, which means I'll probably end up forgetting how many resets we have at some point. But there's not much we can do about that. It's not like it's gonna just remember where we left off. We had Caterpie last, Rob. Come on. Metapod this one. Oh. Oh. Okay, well, let's go ahead and reset. Mobile Gaming Chronicles, are you purposely putting in all of those, or is it on, like, what do you call that, emoji only mode or something? Because that's a thing in at Twitch. There's like I think an emoji only mode. All right, let's see. Seadra, you know, let's. I gotcha. We're real on the descriptive names rather than the interesting names. What is Seadra if not a water horse? Okay, you're purposely putting them in. Okay, good. You know, just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna go ahead, name the Victory Bell James. Okay. For shits and giggles, I'm actually curious if the Metapod were to miss Harden. Death can be remembered. Didn't consider switching ROMs. All good, all good. I mean, to be fair, I also didn't consider it. Okay, here's the thing though. Our little water horse here has Bubble as our only attacking move. So I don't think it's gonna be long for this world. I think we're gonna take a look in Viridian Forest and catch whatever the level 9 Pokemon is. Thank you. I am doing well. Mobile Gaming Chronicles. Today has gone shockingly well, despite not having my boss at work. Everything went smooth, which is saying something, because I'm sure many of you guys probably know if your boss doesn't show up, usually things go haywire, or you know, something just goes wrong, but everything went smooth. Nope, not you. Oh boy, an X special. Oh, level 9 Kangaskhan. Now that we can do. All right. Now, as every single person has always told me to name, and I've completely ignored it. Every time I've ever done a poll with Kangaskhan, people are like, name it Mother. Name it Mother. Why don't you name it Mother? Okay, well, we finally named King's Godmother. Ooh, I just now noticed a little cool feature that MVF put in. The nicknames are actually on the overlay itself. I forget. I did a run a while back where the Pokemon was on the below, but no, mother, why have you done us so wrong? All right, just for shits and giggles, I'm seeing if Water Horse could have done it. You can do. Oh my god, that was a crit. Water Horse, you're doing 2 to 3 damage. All right, well, Water Horse died. Actually, now that I think about it, the next Pokemon was Psyduck after this. So even if we managed to somehow defeat Gengar, there was still Psyduck after it. Speed. We literally couldn't deal with it with Mother. Like, there was no move. So I just decided, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and cheat and throw in Water Horse because why not? All right, so I'd swap in or swap to the third Pokemon. I don't remember what that is. Technically, we hadn't battled with Mother yet. Yeah, we'll get James. And James got a real good type matchup against Seadra too. All right, James is gonna give us our first real run of the run or of the day. It's interesting seeing on the overlay how much damage we do. But obviously it does not account for automatic crit moves. So it says it's 5 to 9 power. But obviously that can't be trusted. But speed! We have sleep powder. Why do we have to skip Gengar Trainer? The next Pokemon right after it is Psyduck. The bigger question is if we outspeed the Gengar. I don't know. I don't think we do. It's a Gengar after all. That's all right though. We'll go with the 3 Pokemon trainer next, I guess, because why not? Okay, I don't know why, but like in my brain, I'm just like focused on going through that grass rather than around it. I mean, all we have to do is hit the sleep powder, you know? How hard could that be? We are not faster. That did 5 damage. Oh my god, does the overlay actually account for the crit on Razor Leaf? If it does, oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. All right, instead of using another Razor Leaf, I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna anticipate the wake up, and we're gonna use Sleep Powder. Oh, aha, Gengar. We outsmarted you. All right, so according to this, it should one-shot. I guess MVF did think of everything. When I was like, oh, 4 to 5 damage, okay, that's fine. We'll like 4 or 5 shot this Gengar, and then I noticed, oh no, that's 4 to 5 damage with the crit. How smart of him. All right. As long as we have sleep powder, we always have a chance. Okay, those middle Pokemon might be a little bit of a challenge, but that's okay. All right, 11 to 14 damage with acid. The opponent really can't do much. Okay. Wait a second. That wasn't 11 to 14 damage. Oh my god, it was 11 to 14 damage. I'm blind. For some reason, my brain was looking at the speed stat. I was like, oh, Ivysaur's got 19 speed. That's a 2-shot. And yeah, that was stupid. Dunn shouldn't have done that. Should have started with the sleep powder. All right. Stun Spore. All right. 56 damage. I think we're going to be pretty good with acid there. All right. Optional rival time. We know optional rival's got a Seadra on his team. The question is what the other Pokemon is. As long as it's not faster than Victory Bell, we're good. All right, Seadra and Eevee, we're totally good. Oh, wow, it lives, though. It'll live. Oh, my God, it tried to smokescreen me. Wait a second. That Seadra just... Okay, hold on a second. All right, Razor Leaf, 17 to 21 damage. It's almost like the... It doesn't account for the crit. It's just that the damage was so low on the Gengar. It looked like it wasn't doing much damage. 30 battled you, right? Yeah. Okay. Super Repel, that's interesting. Moonstone, that's less interesting. Okay, well, you know, well this will be a pretty good indicator if it counts or not. So, if it does count the crit, this should do half. If it doesn't count the crit, this should do more than half. Okay, well, that did 49 damage, which is basically twice the bottom level of the range. So yes, it does not account for crits. Okay, so I guess it was just a weird... I bet you it was damage rounding. I bet you the damage was so low on Gengar, the damage rounding was just thrown off for the power. Okay, hold on. What do we got? We got Burn Heal, Ice Heal, and Soda Pop Potion. Okay. Okay. You know, let's... Oh, we're not faster. Okay. Why have you missing? Why is this Tauros critting like there's no tomorrow? Oh, I'm also slower than the Wait a sec, we're not allowed to heal in the overworld. If we're not allowed to heal in the... I forgot about the no healing in the overworld rule. Because that's the Kaizo rule, right? Let me double check. No healing in dungeons. Well, we're in a dungeon, so actually we wouldn't be able to heal here anyways. No healing items outside of battle. Okay. So this is a good chance to heal then. Oh, that means we cheated on our last run with the Hitmonlee. We healed before Brock. Okay. Well, now we know. We need to heal. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get that whole amount. That's okay. You know, we just defeated a preschooler. I don't know if anyone noticed the name. No, Brock still has his full heals. No, he... Oh my god, he... Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. This was on me. I done screwed up. That's all my fault. Why did I do that? Why did I not just go for Razor Leaf in the first place? Also, when I hit him with... Oh, right. I was going to say, when I hit him with the sleep, he immediately woke up. I'm like, oh, yeah, he's Brock. Of course he woke up. He used a full heal. I'm so stupid. Oh, my God. That's... Oh, I feel like wasted speed's $2. Feels bad. Oh, well. All right. ROM 3. Oh, hey, Jose Marquez. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's go ahead and reload the mapper. All right, now let's go ahead and reload the overlay. There we go. And back to the game. Oh no, I've been outbid. All right, what do we got for this run? Got ourselves an X accuracy, a move that I have notoriously never used. Or an item that I have notoriously never used. Okay, Vileplume, that's not bad. All right. Vileplume's a big flower, and we all know it. Yeah, I don't know what I was outbid on. I was outbid on something, though. All right, Sleep Powder. Oh my god, that acid did so much. Sleep Powder does 5, or Petal Dance does 5 to 7 damage. Oof. Even after we finish attacking, we're still gonna have to fight Confusion to knock out this Tentacruel. Oh. No. All right. Well, at least now we're gonna be the No, we're gonna be facing the Vileplume. I don't know if you guys are paying attention to the vertical chat, but like mobile gaming is cracking me up. Okay, well. He put a duck in chat. I'm like, that's just wrong. All right, well now that Dead is out of the way, go to the third Pokemon. All right, see speed. Oh, I've already forgotten how many resets we're at. I think we're at 8, aren't we? This would be ROM 3, and there's three Pokemon to a ROM. So yeah, this would be Pokemon 9. So we have 8 resets. There we go. I mean, you do what you gotta do, mobile gaming. I've never used an emoji in my life. No, I take that back. I've used the thumbs up emoji. You can ask Speed. I think the only emoji I've ever used is thumbs up. Oh, hold on. There's another emoji I've used. I've used this one as well. I've used the forehead slap emoji as well. Why is that scratch doing so much damage? I lost to... I lost to Kabuto? That's just wrong. All right, ROM number 3 in the books. Okay. Refresh. Mapper. All right, refresh. Overlay. Interesting. It refreshed, but it refreshed to 8 and not 9. Interesting. Okay, I've used the thumbs up and the thumbs down. I'm sorry. I thought that those were like synonymous. Ooh, max elixir. Nice. Okay, drowsy. Solid starter if I can make it through. Actually, I think I start with hypnosis. So our Pokemon is evil incarnate. With hypnosis, all things are possible. Okay, well, it's literally impossible to lose. The question is, how long will it take to win? Oh, good, I outspeed. At least there's that. Okay. And does anybody know what level Drowsy evolves into Hypno? That would be some good information to know. All right, so we got a max ether. We got a potion, so that's good. Realistically, though, we would prefer to have a Pokemon that can do more damage than just pound, but you know, work in progress. We have hypnosis, and when you have hypnosis, all things are capable of being defeated. Okay, I was about to go buy some Pokeballs, but you know, picking up that Master Ball. Oh, and an Ultra Ball. Okay. All right, let's see what we got in here. Level 8 and 9. Oh god, Dodu is faster than me. Okay, Venonat's garbage. Hitmonchan is also faster than me. Okay, well, we're not taking that risk again. That's the other problem with the slow Pokemon is it might not even live long enough to use the hypnosis. We still haven't seen a Pokemon higher than level 6. Okay. Well, you know, our Pokemon's not going to be Hitmonchan, I can tell you that. I guess if we're not going Hitmonchan, let's see what we got going on. Okay. Oh, well, we lost. There's no way we can beat both Dragonite and Rhydon. But I'll try. Okay, well, we missed 3 hypnosises, so already bad shape. 2 to 3 damage. Okay. So somehow I don't believe that this is a 60% accurate move. Oh, okay. Well, you know, that was fast. Okay, so that first trainer, not to be trifled with. It is not for the faint of heart. You definitely want a good Pokemon for that first trainer. Oh, and also the Pokemon on the right now we know is Jigglypuff. So, fingers crossed this Pokemon on the left is better. Okay, that's good. Venusaur. Unfortunately, we will not get Sleep Powder for a very, very long time. I want to go with Leech Seed because I had a feeling I'd get hit with hypnosis at the very beginning. Interesting that both tackle and vine whip do 4 to 5. All right, we're gonna go with vine whip just because it has more damage, or not more damage, more accuracy. Oh my god, was I speed tied? Interesting. Okay, well, Venusaur can't beat a Dragonite, I can tell you that. So, and neither can Hitmonchan, the Pokemon we can catch in the forest. So, you know, I think we're just gonna have to battle the second trainer and just hope that they're easier. Oh, actually, hold on a second. Maybe we can beat that trainer, because now that I think about it, if I use Leech Seed and Dragonite uses Wrap, it will damage me, then heal me, damage me, then heal me, damage me, then heal me, and then the second Pokemon's Rhydon, which I should be able to one-shot with Vine Whip. And if I can get Leech Seed and Growl off on the Dragonite, I think I could probably manage to do a pretty solid amount of damage to that Dragonite. Okay, well, you know, now that our theory crafting is over, let's see how this works out in practice. I don't know why I keep walking through that grass like a crazy person. All right. Leech Seed. Oh, thank you, Cody. Well, unfortunately, it was able to get Wrap off before. Okay. It says that Wrap is still does 4 to 5 damage, even with all these growls. 3 to 4 damage now. Okay, let's. Oh, why did I use Vine Whip like a dumb person? Oh, because I've been leered so many times. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. And Rhydon 44 to 52. Wait, how did I miss? Wait a second. What? What just happened? What? Oh, what? Did I get fully paralyzed? Vine Whip can't miss. I must have gotten fully paralyzed, or a Gen 1 missed. Hold on a second. That's a little nuts. Someone needs to look at that. I feel like maybe it was a fully paralyzed, but no. That was not cool. So close. I right there. I don't know if it was a Gen 1 miss. I think I might have gotten fully paralyzed. Okay, Jose said it was a fully paralyzed. Oh boy. We're physically not capable of winning because we've been hit by Leech Seed. We literally cannot win. Okay. Okay, well that's ROM number 4. That's 12 resets. All right, ROM numero 5. Refresh the mapper. Refresh the overlay. Add 3 to the counter. Right. Well, unfortunately, the max ether potion ROM didn't go very far. Oh, but the wait a second. We're allowed to use rare candies, right? I don't think there's a. Of course, we're allowed to use rare candies. What am I saying? Mod champ? Ooh, okay. Okay. All right, I got a nickname for you. All right, we got our tough guy. Can I use Mewtwo? Oh, guys, it's our nemesis. Our nemesis. For those of you guys who don't know, there is a nemesis clause in this game. We're not really doing it. You're supposed to check all 3 starters. But since the ROM does not reset and get re-randomized every single time I click reset because they're individual ROMs, that's not a thing until the Gen 3 ROMs. I don't really do the nemesis clause, but I want you guys to hype up that Raichu is our nemesis. If we see a Raichu in the wild, we're allowed to defeat a Raichu. If our rival has the ability to pick Raichu, we have to pick the Pokemon that will face Raichu because Raichu is our nemesis. I hate Raichu. I hate Raichu's guts. Raichu needs to just suck it. Raichu's not fun. I don't know if anybody's ever played Raichu, but you can't beat Brock until like level 20, and you have to defeat him with struggle, and even then it's still a big struggle. Like, it's not fun. Back to your question, Jose. I cannot pick Mewtwo as a starter. There are no legendaries allowed. Okay. Because I don't want to lose Raichu because our special is still not the greatest, I'm going to go ahead and rare candy now because I just don't want to lose. Wait a second. I have Karate Chop. There's no way I'm going to lose. I'll do it before the trainer. Okay, so Raichu does 10 to 12 power, which is less than half. You didn't crit. Why didn't you crit? You were literally this close to like always critting. Oh my god, that's a lot less damage than I expected. Holy crap, maybe I should have used the rare candy. We're about to learn something. Can you use rare candy in battle? No, Oak. You're right there. Just let me do it. You're literally right next to me. All right, Raichu, use Growl. That's not Growl. No. It hurts even worse when you know you've lost to Raichu. You need 65 speed to auto crit or 64 speed, one of those two. I know Machamp's got like 55 or 60. Oh, that sucks. Raichu. You win this time, Raichu. There will always be a next time. Oh, and our rival's about to have a level 8 Machamp. We're screwed. Okay, Rapidash? Oh, wait. Rapidash starts with Rap, doesn't it? Oh, no. I think it starts with Ember. Oh, I got it. I got it. Hold on. It's not what you think. It's Fire Horsey. Not Fire Horse, Fire Horsey. You know, Horsey, the Pokemon. No, we don't get Rap. Darn it. Oh, God. That's a lot of damage. Oh, no. Growl? Okay, well, you know, it was worth a shot. Ember, burn. Nope. Okay. Maybe we should have gone for Stomp Flinch, Stomp Flinch, Stomp Flinch. I don't think we were gonna ever win that one. But maybe Stomp Flinch was the answer. Ooh, Pyro Horsey. Yeah, that was definitely there. Okay, well, this is unfortunate that we have to use our nemesis. I think we'll make it. Oh wait, hold on. Nam it. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell nemesis. I don't think there's two I's in nemesis. Okay. So first of all, Thunder Wave because you're faster. Okay, well, that did a lot more damage than I expected. Wow. Let's see. If I crit, no, we're doomed. Oh my god, I got the crit and the paralyze. Oh my god, and it used a tail whip. Oh my god, it used another tail whip. This is unbelievable. Somehow I won with my nemesis. This is crazy. That horse, all it had to use was a second attack. It would have won. Paralyzed for the win. Unfortunately, we don't know what the first bug catcher has, so fingers crossed it just has water types, you know? Oh, wow, that's sad. I was like, where's my rare candy? I swore there was a rare candy. To be fair, Andy, the reason why I thought it had Fire Spin was mostly because of Pokemon Stadium 1 and Pokemon Stadium 2. It pretty much had a rare candy every time. Or the Fire Spin every time. It's been so long since I played Rapidash on my channel. Okay, Beedrill Wigglytuff. This is manageable. 2 to 3 damage per Fury attack. That's not good. 12 to 15 damage per Thunder Shock. So this is gonna be a 3-shot. Beedrill will in theory do 2/3 of our health before we get to Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff's got Pound. Thunder Wave's not gonna make a difference. Growl will probably make it go to 1 to 2 damage. That's probably worth it. Oh, and it missed? Well, that was definitely worth it. And then it got fully paralyzed? Extra worth it. Okay, so 3 to 4 damage on Double Slap. I'm doing 12 to 15, so it's gonna be a 4-shot to knock out Wigglytuff. Double Slap does 3 to 4. I'm at 37. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. Unless I get hit by Sing. Okay, well, you know, where there's Sing, there's a way to lose. I'd like to say where there's a will, there's a way, but when you can be put to sleep, there's always a way to lose. Doesn't matter how good your matchup is or how good your Pokemon is. If you can be put to sleep, you can always lose. Wow. You know, but sometimes bad AI, really good. Really good to play against. Well, of course, you know, if a rock type comes up or a ground type comes up, we automatically lose. But I mean, that's why Raichu's my nemesis. I hate that it just, there's so many Pokemon it's screwed against. Oh, there's a rock, or there's a ground type right there. The second Pokemon. Okay. Yeah, that's right, Raichu. Yep. You know, you deserve that. You know, Raichu, suck less next time. All right, ROM numero 6. All right, reload mapper. Reload game. Or overlay. Start game. Okay, well, you know. Oh, hold on, add 3 resets. Okay, well, at least it seems to remember where we left off on the previous ROM, which is something. Aw. I don't know if this will fit, but I'm gonna go for it. Aha, it does fit. Pipsqueak. It's going against a Marowak. It's doomed. Holy crap, that Bone Club does 27 to 32. We're doomed. Okay. On the bright side, whatever Pokemon we pick next is going to get to go against Abra. All right, what do we got going on here? Machop, you know. If Machamp is big boy, you're small boy. The sad part is this means the rival will now have an Alakazam on his team. So even if somehow something good comes of this run. Oh, wait, hold on. Do we want that? Oh, right. Blastoise doesn't have good moves. Never mind. Let's see what's in the forest. We might be able to swap out a Machop with whatever's in the forest. If the Blastoise is in the wild, don't kill us first. Our speed's a real issue. Oh boy. Gonna use that Moonstone to evolve. For sure. Oh, interesting. A Pokédoll. Oh boy, a Firestone. Man, if only we still had that Rapidash. That was a joke, by the way. I only threw that ball not to pivot to Doduo, but so that Machop doesn't die. Doduo is officially our HM user. War Turtle, no thank you. Oh no, Coughing is the good Pokemon? Okay. Okay, well if it's Coughing and Doduo, I think we're gonna go ahead and pass on that. There's something level 6 in here. We'll take a Golem. We could take a Golem. If we face a water type, you know, we're doomed, but we'll take a Golem. Oh, or grass type. Oh, I forgot to name it. Oh well. Let's be honest, it's not gonna last very long anyways. It's got to defeat 3 Pokemon with tackle, or 2 Pokemon with tackle. Oh my god, these are 2 Pokemon I can actually beat. Oh wait, what am I doing? There we go. Oh, your only move is confusion, huh? Why'd you get a crit? Why can't I get a crit? I know my crit rate's only 8%, but okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. I've forgotten what Pokemon we're gonna be getting now. Okay, Marowak, this is fine. Okay, against Machop, this should work. Okay, so Machop only has Karate Chop. It actually has a really low chance of critting. Let's see, if Bone Club does 7 to 9, that means it's gonna take essentially 4 turns to knock it out. And Machop is guaranteed to beat us in 4 turns. So I'm gonna go with a Leer. Yeah, Leer. I would normally go with Growl over Leer, but unfortunately, Karate Chop does have a chance to crit. Okay, so 11 to 13. Yeah, that's more like it. That's gonna be 3 turns now. And it got a crit. Not much I can do about that. Okay, well, there goes ROM 6. Right, refresh. Update to 18. All right. Some fresh new choices. Hey, online bully. Welcome to stream. Having a rough go at things. We made it to the last trainer before Mount Moon as the furthest point this stream. Okay, Weezing followed by Pidgeotto. All right. I'd say it's winnable, but unfortunately, you know, Pidgeotto's got Sand Attack and all that. So, probably not going to win, but Sludge does have a high chance to poison. Okay, I was going to say an early poison could really work in our favor. Hey, we never missed. That was good. Okay. 2 potions. That means that first potion was vanilla. Oh, online bully. Beating the rival is actually the easy part. Beating the very first trainer in Viridian Forest is the hard part. Right now, I have a level 8. We're full of spunk. That first trainer has got, I believe, a level 9. And we have to beat 2 level 9s in a row. Oh, wow. Okay. That sucks. Oh, and it got a crit. Fantastic. Okay, well, you know, Weezing didn't make it very far. And unfortunately, if we had defeated that Moltres, the second Pokemon was Horsey. We definitely could have beaten a Horsey. Okay, I think we, whatever Pokemon we get next, we're going to go ahead and skip Moltres. Might come back to it. Definitely don't want that to be our very first trainer. Not with its fire spin and relatively high speed. When I say relatively high, I mean like compared to our low level Pokemon. Okay, Ponyta, not the greatest. This is a reference to the fact that the only Horsey that most people get in Legends Arceus is shiny. Oh, Jose, you're right. I didn't check the wild Pokemon. Silly me. Okay. Who knows? There could have been something good out there. Geez, we're just running through these ROMs. All right, Pidgeotto. All right, you are the Sand Master. All right, Sandmaster. A crit? Come on. Okay. Well, you know, our Sandmaster definitely tried. All right, new ROM, refresh, unload mapper, reload mapper. Reload overlay. All right, there we go. Max revive, quite useless. You are... Oh wait, no, I got a better one. It looks pretty inedible to me. Interesting. Well, Acid's gonna be double resisted by Geodude. I do 0 to 2 damage. Okay, well, I don't think we're gonna win. Okay. I needed to add 3 resets. On the bright side, whatever we play with is going to face Tentacool, so, you know, fingers crossed we could win that. Tangela. Well, I guess it has a chance. All right, Bush, you got this. All right, well, we're not going to use Constrict. Constrict is garbage. Okay, well, you know, our Bush tried. Unfortunately, our Bush was weak to acid. They sure do, Annie. They sure do. Well, now we have to deal with Geodude. All right, box of rocks, you got this. You just gotta have to beat Tangela, you know? The thing that's gonna be faster and that can wrap block you. Ironically, we kind of need him to use Constrict, like over and over and over again. Yeah, you know, I didn't really think Box of Rocks had much of a chance, but it was worth a shot. All right, I'm gonna hit the restroom. If you wonder why I'm hitting the restroom so much, I drank this, and I'm like most of the, well, more than halfway through this one. All right. I got a new mat for my chair, and unfortunately the mat is just a circle, and so whenever my chair falls off of the circular mat, really hard to get the wheel back onto the mat. So it actually makes it feel like it was just a waste, but it only cost me $3. So I mean, I don't know what the mat's actually worth, but I got it on that auction website, the thing I mentioned earlier that I got outbid. Looks like I got outbid on a table, and I got outbid on a cat tree. That's not shocking, but they got this thing where after all of the auctions are done, whatever didn't even get a $1 bid, they just sell for $3. So I was like, oh hey, you know, that would be interesting. I don't know if it'll be big enough, but you know, it'd be interesting. Unfortunately, it's just not big enough. So, oh well, I think I may have wasted $3. So be it. There's a lot of interesting stuff you can get for $3 though. Lately I've been noticing you can get like a shitload of curtain rods for $3. Nobody's willing to put $1 on a curtain rod. $1 bid. I should mention that $1 bid does not mean $1. It means there's always a $3 auction fee. So $1 is instantly $4. Whereas the $3 thing afterwards, that's essentially, you know, as low a price as humanly possible. Okay, we were gonna do another ROM, right? Box Rock, yeah, Box Rocks was the last one. Right. We got 24 resets. What happens if I just refresh this? Nope. Okay, yep. Gotta reset it. Everything in the right order. Mapper. The overlay. That in the game. All right. Oh boy, Carbos. That could actually make a difference in the beginning of the game. Hold on, we need 24 resets. There we go. Ooh, Snorlax. You can be King Fat Man. And the opponent got a Charmander. Oh my god, we might be able to outspeed the Charmander. Let's see if this Carbos matters. We're going from 9 speed to 10 speed. Let's see if this makes a difference. And Charmander has 16 speed. Okay, well, it's worth a shot. Oh, now there's some damage right there. Oh, and a look at our TM list. Our TM list is so long. If we could just beat Brock and get whatever TM Brock is going to give us, we might be able to learn it. Let's see. Our next move that we learn is at 35. Okay, so we're going to be stuck with this moveset for a long time. That's okay. Headbutt is one of the better moves, and, you know, 105 power is still a lot. Let's visit Mom, so that way, just in case we run into some more Aerodactyls we can't run away from. There we go. I was about to say, what was our item from the PC? And I just remembered it was Carbos. X defend, interesting. All right, first trainer. Let's see how this goes. Okay, Sandshrew and Parasect. This actually is great. 8 to 14 damage. We'll take that. Okay. Crit, nice. Okay. King Fat Man, we are making progress. If we can make it past the second trainer, we'll have a run. But the first two trainers, they really make or break the run. Okay, we got 2 soda pops and a potion. Okay, these are all Pokemon we can beat. $15 to 18 damage, so in theory, this is a 2-shot. We are slower. Oh man, if it uses Sonic Boom, we're screwed. But if we use Rest and it uses Sonic Boom, we're also screwed. Okay, 17. 17 is on the higher end of our range. Fingers crossed it does not use Sonic Boom again. It did. Okay. Ah, that was, you know, you got to beat those first 2 trainers. First 2 trainers are the hardest. How's our run going? We are not going great. Our furthest run, we made it. MVF just said soda pop. We could have easily used just solo runs. Why have you vexed me? I could have used items. Why is it that I never use items? Kills me to know that run did not need to die. All right, let's see what the third Pokemon is. Technically second Pokemon, but oh boy. You, sir, are dead. We'll go ahead and growl just to start. 17 to 21 damage. Even with the growl, it still has a chance to one-shot. Okay, we've got it out of one-shot range. And it got a crit. Crit. Oh. On the bright side, you know, we're gonna face a Spearow. That's nice. All right, as a Charmander. You, sir, are a lizard. Okay. 9 to 11 damage. That is a lot. Okay, let's go ahead and get a growl. Okay. That's still a pretty significant amount of damage. Let's go get with another one. Okay, you had the same idea. Okay, well, 2 to 3 damage is not going to go well for me, so let's get another one. Okay, so you also had the same idea. All right. You know, some point somebody needs to attack. Okay, so I'm doing 0 to 2 now, huh? 0 to 2. 0 to 2. All right, you know, oh boy, we're still 0 to 2 even at 5 growls in. All right. Oh, I got a crit. It's still using growl even though I'm at -6. Oh, 1 HP. It had 1. Darn. All right, that's it for this ROM. Oh. Refresh mapper. Overlay. And game. All right, let's see how this one will go. That Spearow was adamant about making sure that my attack was as low as humanly possible. Okay, Kingscon, I like you. We've been told Mama is your correct name. Nidorina, that seems like something we can beat. Comet Punch away. Oh no, not a first turn growl. Critical, I like it. Okay, here we go. All right, now I just gotta get past 2 more trainers, and none of them can have ghosts. On the bright side, if we can make it all the way to Brock, we learn most of the TMs in the game. Unfortunately, we don't learn another move until 26. So, whatever Brock gives us, it's going to need to be good because Comet Punch until level 26 seems bad. That's even if we make it to Brock. Oh boy, Leaf Stone. Okay, not the best. Okay, so we deal 2 to 3 damage. It has 30 HP, so we need 10 Comet Punches. 10 hits. Oh, okay. Okay, well, you know, getting past that first trainer, pretty difficult. That bug catcher, I don't know if he ever knew that he was so good. When that guy started his Pokemon journey, I don't know if he ever knew that he was gonna have this many wins. He was like, I'm gonna catch Pokemon for a hobby. And my Pokemon, they're gonna be a Tauros and a Graveler. Interesting. If I recall, you only have Bubble, which is very bad. Oh, you have Ice. Oh, it's Krabby's the one that doesn't have another move other than Bubble. And looky there, despite having Stab, Bubble, and Kangaskhan having a low special stat, Vice Grip is still the superior move. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Ah, bummer. Really was really hoping for that one. Okay. Well, no. Maybe we can win his Knit Arena. I doubt it. There's always a chance. This is not Queen. Because unless we get a Moonstone, this thing's gonna forever be a Knit Arena. Both Tackle and Scratch. That's just sad. Okay, well, gotta say, I don't think we were winning that. It had so much more damage than us with that Vice Grip. Okay, well, next ROM. Okay, well, I don't know what Pokemon's gonna take for us to finally make it past, you know, that second bug catcher. Hey, Ghastly could do it if it had Hypnosis. It's not Ghastly, it's Ghostly. Oh, Grimer should be something we can beat. Use Ray. Oh, right. Literally cannot beat us. Actually, Ghastly could be the right kind of Pokemon. If we face enough normal types, we can make it pretty far. I don't know how powerful the Soviet Union is. If they're anything like they were in World War I and II, where they basically only had horses, they're kind of a joke. We don't get hypnosis until 27, so I think we evolved to Haunter at 26, so that's probably gonna be a while. Oh, I forgot we have an HP up. We don't know this. There are plenty of Pokemon out there that have moves that can absolutely wreck Ghastly. Not like it's a Haunter, it's a Ghastly. It still doesn't have a lot of defensive stats. One Cubone will wreck Ghastly. See this? Oh, Drowsy, right? Drowsy can't do shit. This Drowsy is just low enough a level where it doesn't have confusion yet. All right, Ditto. Confuse Ray. Aha. No, you can't confuse me. That's my strategy. All right, Ghostly. Level 10. Unfortunately, Ghostly doesn't learn a lot of moves. Hey, freshwater. Okay. Need to remember that I can use that. All right, Fearow. Okay, so Fearow, all three of them can hit Ghostly. All three of them. Ouch. Okay, Magnemite doesn't have Thunder Shock yet. Okay, so that's good. So that means Magnemite can't. And we're gonna go ahead and potion up because Tentacool has Acid. Oh, the battle of the confused Pokemon. It appears between the two confused Pokemon, I somehow managed to win. Okay. Okay, guys, we have a run here. Ghostly has managed to defeat some Pokemon that were able to actually defeat it. Now, can anybody confirm if Ghostly does, in fact, evolve at 26? That might be a little while. Oh boy, I got that guard spec. Okay, good. Level 14. All right, let's go do optional rival. One thing that's actually kind of 25. Okay, that's good. One thing that's actually kind of holding Ghastly back is that it has been facing non-evolved Pokemon for the most part. So it's actually a lot lower level than a lot of the Pokemon that have made it to Brock before. Thank you, Magma Mysterious. 25. All right, so Fearow. Oh, my Confused Ray was disabled. Okay, so we're just gonna have to straight Nightshade this Fearow, which is a 3-shot. Okay, that's fine. Cool. That went well. All right. Well, time to head to Brock's gym. We have at our disposal a Hyper Potion, a Fresh Water. Pretty much that's it. Okay. So basically, if we get paralyzed, like we did earlier, we're doomed. And we got to remember, we cannot heal outside of battle. It must be a heal within battle. Okay. It's a good first target. Yes, Magma, this is randomized. The stats and the moves are still as they're supposed to be, so that Magikarp still sucks. As Magikarp should. Magikarp should just not have moves like, you know, Hyper Beam and Fly, you know. That's just not Pokemon, in my opinion. No! Why? Why does Dratini live to hit everything with Thunder Wave? I swear to God, I've faced so many Dratinis in my life. And Dratini and Dragonair, their sole purpose in this entire franchise is to hit you with Thunder Wave. It doesn't matter what game you are playing. You could be playing Gen 1 or Gen 2. They will always start with Thunder Wave first. Oof. Disappointing. All right. Fingers crossed, normal types. Also with a good TM. Okay, so Zubat is actually the scarier of the two. All right. Still, I could have definitely could not have asked for a better-ish Brock. Now, unfortunate that he had to immediately go for Petal Dance. Oh, here's the thing, guys. He just used Focus Energy. Vileplume does not have Focus Energy. That means the TM that he's about to give me is Focus Energy. Which is not a TM I want to give Ghostly. Yep, Focus Energy. Do we even learn it? Focus Energy. No, we don't learn it anyways. If you're wondering how I figured that out, Magma, if you go to the horizontal version of the stream, I have the move set to the side of the stream, so you can see what moves I can learn. All right. Okay, this is quite a few Pokemon that can not hit us outside of Blastoise. If I recall, Wigglytuff only has Double Slap, and Executor only has Barrage and Stomp later, but mainly just Barrage. It is very frustrating that it will always go for Hypnosis because, oh right, he does not have good AI. He will not always go for Hypnosis. Okay, that's good. Okay, Electrode has Sonic Boom. That's very scary. Oh, it missed a Sonic Boom. That's very, very nice of it. Online Bully, it's a Ghostly, not a Ghastly. Check out the name. I'm messing with you. Bubble and then Peck. All right, we should probably Nightshade. Yeah, Wrap is definitely a killer in Gen 1. Agreed. Did I buy Pokeballs? I'm allowed to buy Pokeballs and Repels. That's it. Not allowed to buy any other items. Okay, Machamp can't hit me. However, Muck can, but Muck doesn't have a lot of moves that can hit me other than Sludge and Smog, which the main part. Oh, wow. No, I'm thinking of Weezing. Weezing has sludge and smog. Magma, I have potions. That is because I picked them up from the overworld, or the one person who gives them to you. I'm allowed to use whatever I pick up. I'm just not allowed to I'm not allowed to buy anything. I'm not allowed to use TMs picked up in the overworld either, but I can see what they are and sell them. Like, I could see what this TM is, but I'm not allowed to use it. Super Fang. Not that I could learn it anyways. Not allowed to knock out wild Pokemon because training would be illegal. And because the level cap is 32, I'm not really allowed to be battling these trainers either, because the level cap doesn't really go up that much for Surge. So once I beat Misty, the level cap only goes up slightly. So really, there isn't much I'm able to do in here. Which is fine, because I'm not allowed to leave anyways. So I'm just kind of walking through. Indeed, Magma. It does sound tough. The rules are in the description of the video if you want in-depth rules, or you can go to the beginning of the video. It's also in the stream starting soon. Although not for the vertical stream. The vertical stream just starts right in the run. We still haven't caught an HM user, but I think we still have quite a bit of time for that. All right, Beedrill with... Oh my god, look at how much damage that Twin Needle does. It says Bug Bite. That's a graphical glitch. Ignore it. That's Twin Needle. We renamed it as a joke, kind of, so in the data it's set up as Bug Bite, but it's not actually Bug Bite. We shouldn't have done that, but it is what it is. As you saw, it hit twice, and because it hit twice, you know it's not Bug Bite. Twin Needle worked the way it was supposed to. It's just misnamed. Okay, this has confusion. Kangaskhan is nothing, and Starmie has Water Gun. Hello, David. Welcome to stream. Okay, so this is probably a good spot for me to heal 20 HP. Because Starmie's water... Oh, I already used my potion. Okay. How much damage could Starmie's water gun really do? Oh, hold on a second. How much HP does Starmie have? Do we think Starmie has... Okay, so let's see. Is this a 3-shot? This is 60... so that's 69 damage. That will 3-shot Kangaskhan. I don't think Starmie has more HP than Kangaskhan, so I think we'll be fine with 6 Nightshades. What about Psychic types? Won't they be hard to beat? Yes, they will. In fact, they will be the hardest types to beat. Okay, so Starmie does not have 69 HP. Also, Water Gun says 79 damage, so we're perfectly fine there too. All right. We have defeated the first dungeon. Fresh water, okay. And we're just picking this up to see what it is. We're not actually allowed to use it, even if we could. Poison gas, we wouldn't even be able to use it anyways. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some items from our inventory. It's starting to get a little full. Let's be honest. You're never going to use an X attack with a Ghastly. Don't need 2 water stones. Obviously not allowed to use the TMs. You're only allowed to use the TMs given to you by gym leaders. I don't really think there would ever be a reason to use X defend if we go against like a Pokemon with a ground type move. I'm not going to X defend before using the ground type move. I'm just going to use either Confuse Ray or Hypnosis first. So that X defend just seems useless. And Guard Spec is pretty much useless. We got 18 Pokeballs. We don't really need the Ultra Ball. And one Super Repel is fine. All right. The level cap is 32. We might as well make sure to get to as close to the level cap as possible before we do Misty. The rival will probably actually be quite difficult. There's not much we can do because we have to stay under the level cap. Oh my god, the rivals team is just a bunch of babies and Weeping Bell. As long as we get past Weeping Bell, we'll be fine. Oh, actually, Weeping Bell can't do anything to us other than Stun Spore. Yes, Lick does not affect Psychic types. That's why I was trying to count how many Nightshades I had in the previous battle, because I knew I would not be able to use Lick against Starmie. I like Confuse Ray. Always leads for an interesting battle. Okay. Now we now have a Haunter instead of Ghastly. It does not really increase our firepower because we go from 26 damage to 26 damage, but you know, at least we have some more HP and defensive stats. Ouch. Ouch. You never hit yourself. That hurt. Oh, just in case anybody doesn't know, since our starter made it past Brock, if we do lose, we are done with this ROM. Even though we have not used the third starter yet, once you get past Brock, you've seen too much, you know too much. It would basically be cheating to play with whatever the third Pokemon is. Wake up. Wake up. Thank you for hitting yourself. I appreciate that very much. You put yourself in Nightshade range. And we are getting close to that level cap. And we have to defeat the two trainers in Misty's gym. Okay, so the Beedrill will be a little bit difficult, but the rest will not. Oh, actually, the graphical glitch is literally only on the overlay. It literally said Twin Needle in-game. All right, we got Hypnosis. Now, every single battle in the entire game, no matter how hard it is technically winnable. Oh god, there's a Doug Trio coming up. Oh my god, and this Golem had Rock Throw. Okay. Alright, we need to knock out this Doug Trio right here with Hypnosis. Okay, thank you. If anybody noticed that Doug Trio... Actually, I think that Doug Trio was not going to one-shot us. I think it said 64 to 78, which is not a one-shot unless it crits, which, I mean, Gen 1 crits are insane. You know, it could have easily have one-shot us. I probably should have just went with the Nightshade straight up. That was very stupid. That was way too risky. Okay, we're level 30. In order to be under the level cap for Misty, I think I'm probably just going to go ahead and do the trainers now. Inner gym. Let's see. We have all of the items we possibly can pick up. So we got max potion, a full heal, and a hyper potion. Okay. That's good. Hey, that's almost vanilla. Almost. I wish you didn't have a move that could hit me. I need to be very conscious about the amount of nightshades I use. All right, fresh water. All right, what do you got? Just a seal? Okay. That literally cannot hit me. All right, perfect. All right, that means we got most of our nightshades for Misty. That's good. We are under the level cap, so we're still good. Pikachu and Ninetales. All right, well, Pikachu will live to Thunder Wave me, so get that confused ray out. All right, oh my God, Ninetales has Bone Club. Oh no. Oh boy. All right, that's absolutely terrifying. Okay, it cannot one-shot us. So let's just put it to sleep. Oh, thank God. Whew. That means the TM that we're about to receive is Bone Club. Obviously Ghastly can't, or Haunter cannot learn Bone Club. It doesn't have a bone. All right, the level cap is 36. We were kind of afraid of this. We need to make sure that we basically do minimum battles from here on out, all the way to Surge. I didn't actually know what the level cap was, so if we end up having to cheat on our way to Surge, so be it. We basically did minimum battles, so I'm not really going to hold it against myself if we end up accidentally going over by a level. I'll try to make sure to do all the battles that give me the least amount of experience. Which actually means I should not have done this battle. That guy had 2 Pokemon, whereas the guy down here has 1 Pokemon. You metronome confusion. That's nuts. All right, we need our PP back. All right, so let's see. From here on out, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 battles in front of me and Surge. And I can only afford to do 5 levels because I can't go over the level cap, but I can hit the level cap. Oh, hello, Mewtwo. You are not able to one-shot me. That's good. You woke up. Stay asleep, please. You are a 2-shot. All right. Well, we're going back to heal. I bet that Mewtwo probably gave us a lot of experience. That's not good. I mean, you guys saw we have not done any wild Pokemon training, and I can't really think of any extra trainers we did in Mount Moon. I feel like we're at minimum battles, are we? Oh wait, no, we did some extra trainers in the forest, but let's be honest. Who's gonna beat Brock without doing the forest trainers? Like, the forest trainers are part of minimum battles at this point. So I guess at this point we just kind of have to hope that our opponents just don't have high XP yield Pokemon. All right, it's level 33. I think the rival will probably get us to 36. If not, we'll have a little bit of room to spare. Because we have 4 trainers left. We have the Innocent Bystander, the Spearow guy, or sorry, Pidgey guy, the Spear Eradicate guy, and then the rival. All right, this is not a 2-shot, so let's go ahead and Confuse Ray. 64, that is a 2-shot. Oh, how dare you smokescreen me? Did you see how many moves I missed? Now I have to actually go heal. Oh, the Innocent Bystander actually get... Oh, wait, hold on. Never mind. He gave me Dig, but it obviously doesn't contain Dig, right? Twin Needle? That's hilarious. Interesting. So if it says Twin Needle in the game, it's just Twin Needle when Beedrill uses it. I wonder where the typo is. Hey, look, that's normally an X special, I think. Okay, that's good. Not a fan of the sonic booms, but you know, not much I can do about that. Screech, okay, that's good. As long as it's not sonic boom, or I'm good with self-destruct. Okay, level 34, that's good. We're still under the level cap. Good. Two trainers that literally cannot hit me, or 2 Pokemon that cannot hit me. Sweet. Interestingly enough, I actually don't know if we can get a Gengar or not. I forget. I know the Kaizo has different rules than the Iron Man, and I think they changed one of the rules for evolutions, but I'm not entirely sure what it was. I want to say it was like the rules for like an Umbreon or Espeon, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so we got some X specials. That's interesting. All right. Fingers crossed. Okay, this team's slightly harder. The Jinx, I think the Jinx will probably have Ice Punch by now. Are you a 2-shot? You are a 2-shot. Okay, good. Oh, just Kiss? Or just Lovely Kiss? And Lick. That works with me. We'll go Confuse Ray because you're not a 2-shot. You need to hit yourself 1 time. Thank you. I would say this would be a good spot to heal, but I'm greedy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and not heal. Oh, right. Muck doesn't know Sludge yet. So actually, we've won. Because the poison type cannot be poisoned with poison gas. So we're good. Hey, look. We're under the level cap. Nice. In theory, we could actually battle a trainer or two. But I think we'll probably leave that trainer or two for like Rock Tunnel. All right, so we need to go actually catch our HM user now. Sure. Welcome to the team, Oddish. Really, you had to hurt me, so now I have to go heal. Ignore it. All the Pokemon can learn all of the HMs. I made sure to check that setting. All right, let's do this. All right, what do you got, Surge? Oh boy. That first Pokemon is, oh my god, your team is hard. Oh Jesus. 85 to 100 damage. Okay, so Dig is a one shot. All right, well, this game literally goes down to, can I hit Hypnosis? I missed. Okay. Well, Surge had a Doug Trio. Feels bad, guys. Well, it was a fun run for the day. We got how many runs on our belt? Let's see. We got 30 deaths under our belt. We went through 11 ROMs. It was a pretty interesting stream all the way up until we got to that Haunter. If it wasn't for that Haunter, it would have felt like a pretty disappointing stream. But the fact that we made it to Surge on our very first day of hardcore Nuzlocking, and remember, I'm putting an emphasis on hardcore because of that level cap. We were not able to do the training east of Vermilion. We weren't able to do the training north of Vermilion. We weren't able to do the training in Mount Moon. We weren't able to do the training on the SSN. So there were a lot of trainers that we could have battled. But because of the level cap, we were unable to do the battles. And therefore, instead of being two shot by the Doug Trio, we were one shot by the Doug Trio. Just saying, it might have made a difference. But, you know, that's the point of the hardcore Nuzlocke. It's supposed to put some difficult situations, and that's why we put the damage ranges in there, is so, you know, I don't have to like constantly be throwing in all of the math and seeing if we can even survive a hit. We were able, 85 to 100 on Doug Trio. Well, that means we had essentially a 65% chance or a 70% chance being one shot, and we got one shot. And don't get me wrong, even if we had managed to hit that Hypnosis and defeated the Doug Trio, the second Pokemon was Slowbro, and Slowbro obviously has Confusion. So there still was no guarantee we would have even been able to beat the Slowbro. So it was fun. It was very challenging. I'm happy that we made it past the second gym on our very first try. Have a nice night, guys. I will see you again on Thursday, where we are going to be doing the Stadium 2 rental randomizer. For those of you who are on vertical that have never watched me do a Stadium 2 rental randomizer, we do the Gym Leader Castle, where we have random Pokemon that were given to us by randompokemon.org, and we try and defeat the Gym Leader Castle in Pokemon Stadium. We are currently at the Elite Four, and Will is very, very difficult. We have not been able to get past Will too many times, and we have this little rule change. if somebody donates $2, our team immediately dies. So that means if we defeat Will, we defeat Koga, we defeat Bruno, and we're all the way to Karen, you know? So I can put $2, immediately kill a team, have to start over again at will, you know? Very fun challenge. I think it's happened like 3 or 4 times now where we've made it to Karen and then immediately our team died. But you know, that's part of the fun, being able to defeat the Elite Four members with random Pokemon. It's very difficult, but it's very rewarding. And you also get to see some Pokemon really, really shine, like Smoochum, you know? We did a run with Smoochum not too long ago. Smoochum, unfortunately, not as good as it is in Pokemon Stadium, but thankfully in Pokemon Stadium, they gave it Psychic and I think Ice Beam or Blizzard, one of those two, that makes it very strong. So, Smoochum, decent Pokemon. I think it might have been Ice Punch, just like Jinx. But regardless, make sure to check out our stream on Thursday where we're going to be playing Rental Randomizer. Have a nice night, guys, and see you then. Bye.